Welcome back to another glorious video on HJ Doctor Who. Today we are finally revisiting, after so long, this goddamn Doctor Who quiz book that keeps getting the better of me the more I go through it. Okay, it's been a long time since we did one of these, and we got up to the section specifically about questions on the third Doctor, so we're going to continue from that. Okay, 15 questions on each Doctor is what this section is all about, so 15 questions on the third Doctor, let's go. What form of Aikido and Karate does the Doctor commonly use? That's obviously Venusian Aikido / Karate, the names are kind of interchangeable. Where is the prison to which the Doctor was sent when he is believed to be an agent of the Draconians? That was on the moon, that was in Frontier in Space. What is the Keller machine initially revealed to be the Doctor's greatest fear? Pretty sure it was fire, which I think is probably a callback to Inferno, which was a couple stories before that. Where's the Doctor keeping his TARDIS key when he first arrives on Earth? It's in one of his shoes. Can't remember which, it's in one of his shoes. Who taught the Doctor the techniques he used to escape the spider's web cocoon? That would be Harold Houdini. Was Houdini's first name Harold? Harry Harold Houdini? Houdini, whatever the fuck his first name was. How does the Doctor describe himself after he breaks free of a time loop and discovers the TARDIS is programmed always to return to Earth? This is the last scene of The Claws of Axos, and I've always found it to be quite chuckle-worthy. It seems that I'm some kind of a galactic yo-yo. Question 7. What two disguises does the Doctor adopt to get inside Global Chemicals? First of all, he disguises as a milkman and then as a cleaning maid. How long does the Doctor tell Liz his life has covered? Okay, that's basically just saying what age does the Doctor say he is when talking to Liz, basically. Well, that's a very confusing question. I'm going to pass on that one because I can't fucking remember. Correct answer down below. Who describes the Doctor as a long-shanked rascal with a mighty nose? Oh my god, okay. I vaguely remember the line in which this is said. For the life of me, can't remember specifically what story or character says it. I'm going to say Krasis, I think was his name, from the Time Monster. Not confident in my answer at all though, but that's what I'm going to say. Correct answer down below if I got it wrong. What game did the Doctor and Jo play while locked up in Stanmore Prison? I think they're playing drafts, aren't they? Yeah, they're playing drafts. In how many stories does the third Doctor face the Master? That would be a total of 8 stories. Question 12. What does the Doctor tell Captain Hart he never carries? I'm tempted to say a gun, but I know for a fact that's not the right answer. I think it was identification papers or something like that. Yeah, I'm going to say identification papers. Question 13. What does the Doctor make out of, among other things, a wine bottle, forks and tea leaves? The time flow analogue. That was a weird stretch even for Doctor Who's bizarre gadgets. What spider does the Doctor surrender to according to Campo? Okay, I believe in that particular scene, the spider he was referring to is actually just a metaphor for, I think, the Doctor's greed for knowledge or something like that. I'm going to say it's greed for knowledge. I might not be thinking along the correct lines of that though. And lastly, number 15, whose hat, cloak and car does the Doctor steal from Ashbridge Hospital? Well, if they want a specific name of the character, I don't know. I know it was a doctor or a physician or someone that was brought in especially to examine the Doctor who was in the hospital at the time, but I don't remember the name. Okay, I'm just going to pass on that one to be safe because I feel like they're going to want a specific name. Okay, let's check the answers for the third Doctor section quickly. Okay, third Doctor answers. So, we got Venusian, the moon, fire, in his shoe, Harry Houdini, okay, it was Harry. It was either Harold or Harry. A galactic yo-yo, a milkman, and a cleaning lady. Cleaning lady, cleaning maid. Close enough, I'd say. Question 8 was several thousand years. Okay, right, I got that one wrong. Question 9, answer was Irongron. That was who describes the Doctor as the long-shanked rascal with a mighty nose. Yeah, I was thinking Krasis from the Time Monster, but it's actually Irongron from the Time Warrior. Yeah, that rings a bell now. Number 10, drafts, got that correct. Number 11, 9, including the 5 Doctors. Wait, what? Oh, you fuckers. Okay. Question 11, in how many stories does the third Doctor face the Master? I forgot about the 5 Doctors. Oh, you Because I know the Third Doctor faces the Roger Delgado's Master 8 times in his initial era, but I forgot that he faces the Anthony Ainley Master in the 5 Doctors, so it's 9. Oh, you cheeky little bastards! Anyway, number 12, credentials. I'd say I got that one pretty much correct. What does the Doctor tell Captain Hart he never carries? I said identification papers. That's basically the same as credentials. I'm going to allow myself a point for that. Time flow analog, greed, for knowledge and information, yep. And number 15, Dr. Beavis. That was the name. Whose hat, cloak and card does the Doctor steal from Ashbridge Hospital? Dr. Beavis. Beavis, even. Fucking hell. I don't remember that Doctor ever being given a name in the story. If it was probably just in passing conversation between a character or someone, so I'm not too mad that I got that one wrong, because I don't think there was any way in hell I was going to get it correct anyway. Okay, we've still got some time left in the video, so let's do the 4th Doctor section next, shall we? 15 questions on the 4th Doctor. So, question 1. What did the Doctor and Sarah use to trip up Eldrad and send him plummeting into the abyss? That would be his iconic scarf. They tie it around somewhere and use it as a tripwire, making him go blah. By what name does Drax know the Doctor? I think it's Theta Sigma or Theta. Yeah, Theta Sigma, which was the Doctor's nickname at the Academy. What Time Lord chapter is the Doctor a member of? Yeah, they definitely mentioned this in the Deadly Assassin. I can't really remember specifically. Actually, I'm going to say the Prydonian chapter, because that's just the only one that's really come into mind. Why does the Doctor declare himself a presidential candidate while on trial for murder of the President of the Time Lords? Well, as far as I can remember, it's because it would grant him diplomatic immunity from being executed because he was being accused of murder. Who's the finest swordsman the Doctor ever saw, who showed him a few points? Now, I know this is mentioned in The Androids of Tara, but I can't remember who it was, so pass on that one. What sign does the Doctor claim he was born under, which is really a symbol of the maternity service on Gallifrey? Gonna pass on that one, haven't got a clue. Where is the bridge through the barrier of the carved Dr. Zoannan's head? That would be through his mouth, if I remember correctly, from the Face of Evil. Question 8. What percentage did the Doctor gain on his second attempt at graduating from the Academy? I think it might have been 49. For some reason that number's coming to mind. I remember like Romana or someone mentioning that he just about scraped through with 49%. Might be getting the number wrong, but as far as I remember, that's what it was. What is the most important thing the Doctor's cybernetics tutor ever taught him? I vaguely remember this being brought up in an episode, but for the life of me I can't remember what it was, so pass. Question 10. Who's the first person to whom the 4th Doctor offers a jelly baby? Okay. It was definitely in his first story, Robot. I think it actually might have been the K1 robot itself that he offers a jelly baby to. I know in part 2 of Robot he offers the robot a jelly baby. I can't remember if he offers anyone else one before that point. Yeah, I'm going to say the K1 robot. Question 11. Which society of which the Doctor is president finds crinoids difficult to study? Oh, it was like the Society of Intergalactic Botany or something like that. I can't remember specifically though what it was called. I'm almost certain that I'm going to be getting this one wrong, but I'm just going to say the Society of Intergalactic Botany. Question 12. Who once offered a whole star system for the Doctor's head? No idea, I'm afraid. Pass on that one. How old does the Doctor tell Marin he is? I think this is up in the 700s range or somewhere about there. I'm going to say... I'm just going to throw out a random number here, aren't I? I'm sure it was 700 and something. I'm just going to say 749. 14. How old does Romana believe the Doctor is when she first meets him? 759? I probably got that one wrong as well, to be honest. And lastly, number 15. How long has the Doctor been operating the TARDIS according to Romana? 500 years? I'm going to say 500 years. Those last 3 questions have really stumped me. Wow. Okay, answers for the 4th Doctor, please. Where are they? Where are they? Answers for the 4th Doctor. Number 1. Okay. The Doctor's scarf, Theta Sigma, Prydonian. I got that one correct. Question 4. So he can invoke Article 17 and be granted liberty. That was why did he claim presidential candidacy when he was put on trial for murder. Well, I said so he could get diplomatic immunity to avoid being executed. That's basically the same thing. I'm going to give myself a point for that because It's worded differently, but that is what I was thinking, basically. Number 5, a captain in Cleopatra's bodyguard. That was the one about which swordsman was the best the Doctor had ever seen. Number 6 was, what sign does the Doctor claim he was born under? Cross computers. Yeah, that's not ringing a bell at the moment. Over the teeth and down the throat. Well, I said through the mouth, but they use the exact quote from the episode. I'm going to give myself the point for that. Question 8 was 51%. Oh, I'm kicking myself at this one. What percentage did the Doctor gain on his second attempt at graduating from the Academy? 51. I said 49%. 51%. I knew it was going to be either just below or just above 50%. I knew it was one of those two, and I went the wrong way, obviously. Number 9. What's the most important thing the Doctor's cybernetics tutor ever taught him? When replacing a robot brain, always make sure the arrow A is pointing to the front. I remember that now. It's when they're trying to repair K9 in Destiny of the Daleks. Question 10. Who's the first person to whom the Fourth Doctor offers a jelly baby? Oh, apparently it was Sarah Jane. Okay. Number 11. The Intergalactic Floral Society. I was close on that one. I said the Society of Intergalactic Botany. I still got it wrong though. Number 12. The Drogue of Gabrielides. I don't know how to pronounce that. What was question 12 again? Who once offered a whole star system for the Doctor's head? Okay. Yeah, no way I would have gotten that one correct. Oh my god, okay. The next two questions are very surprising. You're not going to believe this. I said 749, and the answer is 749. How old does the Doctor tell Marin he is? I'm impressed that I got that correct. It gets better though. Question 14. How old does Romana believe the Doctor is when she first meets him? I said 759. The answer's 759. I want to fucking roll with these. Does his luck extend to the last question, however? How long has the Doctor been operating the TARDIS according to Romana? I said 500 years. The answer is 523 years. Got it wrong, but I was pretty close. Only 23 years out. I'm quite impressed with myself, actually. I managed to get questions 13 and 14 correct. I was just throwing out those numbers based on, half memories at that point. I think we'll end that episode there for today. So that was Quiz Book Part 7. Now that I'm back from my break, I'm going to try and bring this series back on a sort of semi-regular basis along with the other stuff. So yeah, next time we do one of these, we'll be doing the 5th and 6th Doctor's questions, I expect. So leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't already. And until then, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, my friends.